Hi, parents. I'm going to walk you through some of our rules and procedures that we have throughout the year. I thought this would be better so you can watch this on your own time rather than having you come in here, get a babysitter for the kids, and just with everything going on, I was hoping this would work out better for everyone. So, your feedback is appreciated. And if you have any questions, please email me as I go through my presentation. Um, I might have left something out or you have a question about something, so please give me and send me an email. I'm always available through email. I don't get to check it as often as I would like throughout the day because we're so busy, but I definitely do get to it at the end of the day and try to at lunch as well. So if you have any questions, email me right away. I'm easy to get a hold of. Um, and please enjoy. Things you should know or might want to know about me. I live in Yorktown, so I'm a part of this community. I serve on the JAA board and just love being a part of this small community. I've graduated from Ball State University with my bachelor's degree in special education. Then I went on to earn my master's degree in elementary education, and I have a reading specialist license, and I did that all in 2009. I've taught special education for 10 years, and for 2 of those years, I was a reading specialist, special education teacher between YES and PBE for 2 years. And this I've taught second grade for 2 years, so this is my third year of teaching second grade. I have been married to Brett for 12 years, and we have 2 children together. Blair is in 5th grade now with Mrs. Regal, and Wilson is in 3rd grade with Mrs. Cahoe. I love to read and be outdoors. I really enjoy watching my boys play sports. We just finished up about 100 baseball games. I'm so excited for baseball to be over and looking forward to football. We do like to camp and spend time with friends and family. I'm excited about this year to teach your children. It's going to be a great year. The kids are so well behaved. Dr. McCormick, our superintendent, and Dr. Sturgeon, who is similar to our assistant superintendent, just came in and they commented many times on how well behaved the children were. So that's credit to you guys, and that just helps us out here a lot. So thank you. Here's a day in our life. This is just a sample schedule. Things change a little bit, but we try to have a very good routine. We'll arrive in the morning. Students need to be here by 7:50. If they're after that, you have to sign them in. We'll start off with math, having a math meeting and facts. Then we'll go into writing, science, social studies, integrating writing with science and social studies, and experiments. We have specials every day at 9 o'clock. Then at 9:40, we'll start our reading block. Then we have lunch at 11:15. Recess, we only have one recess this year at 11:45. Then I'll do a read aloud and we'll have mix it up, which all of our students will be mixed up during the day or during this time with the other classes, and we'll be targeting skills that they need to be working on either as an intervention piece or maybe as an enrichment piece. Then we'll have math in the afternoon and pack up and dismissal. So our day is packed full. So if you have an appointment, there's not a great time for it. But if you do have to do it, you can I can catch them up on math, but that reading block is so important for them to be here every day. We are one-to-one iPad. So if you ever hear me say, well, we're one-to-one, and so we can do the things with technology that maybe some other classes aren't able to do. We have 2 classes that are one-to-one, and the other classes are 2-to-1. Each student will have their own iPad to use in class, but it remains here at school, so they don't take it home. We use it to enhance our curriculum. We'll be using Canvas to share out assignments, share out digital content to them. And I also use Twitter for them, weekly, daily use communication between school and home. So that's a great port. We used to have My Big Canvas, which is similar to Canvas, or sorry, My Big Campus, which is similar to Canvas. So that will all be new to us, but we'll be able to work through that with them. Math, we use an Envision Math. I also integrate Saxon Math, a math meeting. I do pre and post test to determine where I need to focus my teaching and who needs a little bit more work on those skills that are within each topic. In second grade, we work to review and master addition and subtraction facts, as well as we touch on money and time, fractions, probability, measurement, graphing, problem solving, geometry. I do get into multiplication and division, and that really just works as if we get through addition and subtraction, whoever's working through those, then I go on to multiplication and division. So I will touch on it with everyone, but some of the students might get to it earlier than others. And then I do work with enrichment and remediation groups during our math time. Language arts, we have a 90-minute reading block each day. And I do protect that. I do believe in that time, and I don't like disruptions during that time. So we are very focused. We will have spelling. You'll have 10 words each week. I give a pre-test on Mondays and a post-test on Fridays. So if the student misses a word, that will be one of their words. But if they get them right, then they're going to move on to some more challenge words. Each spelling test for each individual student is different. So I'm giving 25 different spelling tests on Fridays. I will work the students into being able to take their spelling test on a couple different apps that I have. So as we get through the school year, they'll start out on paper, but as we go along, they'll be taking it on the iPad, and you won't get that paper spelling test any longer. They will write it down in their Tiger binder, though, so you are aware of how they're doing on that test. Reading, we have whole group reading activities, and I follow a scope and sequence that's from Scott Borsman. I'll also be using Lucy Calkins and Daily 5 in the cafe, which I've created into Craft, which just includes more response to literature and text features that our students need at this age. We do have a homework quiz routine. I do provide a skill of the week, accelerated reader and book baggies. Writing, we do 6+1 writing, Lucy Calkins, and we create several writing pieces throughout the year. Social studies is really, I don't take a grade. We don't have grades for social studies or science, but it's a hands-on. We integrate it with our reading and writing as well as with our science as well. So it's hands-on learning opportunities. It's a community study. We use Scholastic News, an ABC booklet, and special speakers. In science, we have BOSS Science, and we study balance and motion, air and water, insects, and plants. You will get a Scholastic book order sent home each month. You can order online, or you can send that in to me. So look for that to be coming soon. All right, every student should have a Tiger binder by next Monday. Inside the Tiger binder, we have our take-home folders, which are blue, And our signature sheet, we will start with our spelling next week, and that goes at the very back of the Tiger Binder. So this needs to go to and from school daily. It will be sent home each day with their spelling in the back. Any graded work will be on the keep at home side. Homework assignments will be on the return to school side. The behavior chart is going to be in front of the folder, and they will have a reading log that goes on the inside pocket of the binder. So I ask that students read 20 minutes, 5 days a week. That doesn't mean that they have to read Monday through Friday, but just any 5 days. So if you're reading Sunday night, that counts as one. And you may read anything that you have at home. We'll start going to library next week, so they'll be able to start checking out books that they will bring home to read. We will also start with book baggies in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Also, I ask that parents sign their binder each night, so I know that you are seeing what we're doing each day, and you can see what homework students have or anything that they need to be studying for. These are our grading procedures. Papers with a grade on them will go towards your child's final grade. Social studies and science and health are not graded. It does not have a grade. We'll put T at the top for any papers that we complete together, and those are not counted for the final grade. Also, I do not take a grade on homework. Math homework would be sent home each evening, and I do not take a grade on that. I just check to make sure that they're understanding the skill that we're working on for that night. Specials classes. We have 5 specials each week, which is wonderful. On Mondays, we will go to library, so that's going to be a big thing on Sunday nights. Make sure that you are returning those library books Sunday night. Put them in the backpack so we can have them for Monday for library to return to get new books. Tuesday and Thursday are computer. Wednesday is fine arts. We do have fine arts every week this year. And Friday is a PE. So please remember on Fridays to wear tennis shoes and dress appropriately. If they're not dressed appropriately, they have to sit out of PE, and that's not fun to sit there for 40 minutes and watch their friends play. Assessments. We will have a reading test each week that goes over the skills that we are working on. I call them their fresh reads. They're not anything that we've read before. The students have to read it by themselves, and the questions will apply to the skills that we have been working on that week and previous weeks. We do have a spelling test and an English grammar test. I'll have a comprehension test. We have math topic test. So we will have our first topic test will be next week for math. And then we do take NWEA 3 times, and we provide you with a report for that so we can show growth in reading, math, and language. Volunteers, you are definitely welcome into our classroom. We have several opportunities for you to volunteer for special things throughout the year that we do. Also, I do need people to come in and just help me out weekly, like copying or tearing apart Scholastic News, just things that takes time. If anybody is willing to come and do that, and I send out the volunteer interest form. But if you have something specific, you say, I'm really great at copying, or I'm really great at working with kids, that is just really nice to know, so I can start doing my volunteer and get you guys all signed up for that. Classroom management. This goes along with that Tiger Binder. You're going to have all that information in the Tiger Binder. So the students will have, we have our classroom ladder, and they will highlight each day where they end the day based on the colors that they ended on. So grand slam, they've done a great job. Touchdown, okay, we're still doing great. 3-point shot, outstanding. I'm so impressed. Ready to play, you're doing exactly what I've asked you to do today. Nothing above what I just expect for you to be doing. Then penalty, that's when we start to, we need to think about our actions. Technical foul, that's a teacher's choice. I'm probably going to have them walking a couple laps at recess just so they can think about, okay, why did I have to clip down for today? 3 strikes, I need to contact you. I'll contact you probably by email if it's just the same, we're having the same off-task behaviors and this is happening. If 3 strikes and they've been pretty significant issues that have happened during that day, you're going to get a phone call from me. I don't contact parents hugely with behavior issues. I try to handle them here. But I do want you to know, okay, once I'm contacting you, that means I've done what I can do, and I need your help. I'll write things if there might be a parent contact and there might be something on the behavior sheet, and I wrote that lots of talking today, and that's just me asking you to remind them when you're at school. You need to be paying attention, listening to Mrs. Webster, listening to your other classmates when they're talking, so you're not missing out on things. Mini economy. Students have the opportunity to earn sports bucks throughout the week, and they can earn money in a variety of ways. If you are on ready to play or above, everyone gets $1. Those students get $1. If we had a perfect test score, I will pay them a certain amount of money. They each have a job that they will be completing each week, and they will get paid bi-weekly for completing those jobs. Returning their reading log sheet on time. We'll get paid for accelerated reader accomplishment, 10 books, 20 books, and we also pay for math back success. And at the end of each 9 weeks, we have a Webster store where students have the opportunity to save or spend their sports bucks. And I definitely appreciate any donations. If you have old toys or you're cleaning out something and you're like, hey, another kid might want to buy that, send that in. If you have just snacks or something and you ran to the store and you want to send those in, and we could sell individual snacks, definitely we can do that. Communication is key. So if you have a question, please call or email me with any of those questions about your child throughout the year. I do my best to keep you informed on what's going on through our monthly or bi-weekly newscast. I send emails, I send phone calls, notes home. Email is the best way to reach me. A phone call is going to go straight to my voicemail, and it's just gonna flash, and I might not get to it for a while. Twitter, this is a way I post a lot of pictures a few times a week for you to just get a peek inside our classroom. So please follow me at Team Webster Second. And if you don't have an account, you can go right to twitter.com to sign up and follow our class. I am also going to communicate reminders on special events or something that I forgot to tell the students and I need them to bring or do for the next day. And it is called Remind. And this is signing up to get a text about whatever special event, and I will just send it out. So here are directions for doing that. You just text to 81010, and then in the text this message, it's at Webster STE. and you will get a text of anything that I might have forgotten or something special I want to remind um, the students of or you of. Transportation. Any changes in transportations needs to be put in writing and sent to school in your child's folder. If a note is forgotten, you may call the office no later than 1:30 the day of that transportation change. We just ask that it's that because students are they want to know where they're going, and if they don't know where they're going, they're thinking about that all day. So if you could just make sure that your child knows and you have that in writing to school. Absences, we do a lot of hands-on activities. I do a lot of small group things. So sometimes it's very difficult for me to send home paper for them to be working on, so it's difficult to make up missed work. But I will have a "We Miss You" folder available for if we do have anything to pick up or send home. As we get more into the school year and a student is missing school, a lot of our stuff will be in Canvas and online so they can access it directly from there. Lunch money, just send that lunch money to school with your child. Make sure it's in an envelope, mark with your child's first and last name, and put on it lunch money. You can send that weekly, monthly, however you prefer. You can also do that online. Birthdays, we love to celebrate birthdays. Let me know a few days in advance so I can arrange a good time for you to come in that meets our needs and your needs. And if you could send in items that are easy to distribute and handle. Today actually we have 25 students in our class, not 27. Please do not send birthday invitations. They are not allowed to be sent out at school. And toys and games. Toys and electronic toys and games from home are not allowed at school. If they do appear at school, I'm just going to ask that they keep them in their book bags and take them back home. If you do send other things for students, make sure that their name is on that. During inside recess, I do allow kids to bring in a little small toy or something that they can play with, but they need to be responsible for their belongings. I'm excited about our new year. Again, if you have any questions, just email me. I'm happy to answer any and all of them. And I'm very open to meeting with you at any point if you just want to sit down and meet. I will be having parent-teacher conferences in the fall or in January, depending on how our assessment schedules go and what we're looking at for growth. So I will let you know, and I try to keep you in the loop as much as possible, but all your feedback is greatly appreciated. Good luck and have a great year.